What's up, y'all? All right, so the one thing I've realized about lives is their poor quality as far as like the sound and the the video. Um if you do videos from YouTube, they end up having like a grainy sometimes, and they be grainy, and sometimes the motherfuckers are just, I don't know, it's just poor quality. And what I realize is you have to record with the video recorder on your phone and then upload it from there. That's how you get the best quality. I feel like, um why make content if it's going to come out and not be perfect as far as the audio and the video. So I'm not going to probably be doing a lot of lives, you guys. So I'm just doing this one today. I did one the other day, but I ended up not putting it out. I erased it on accident. But shout out to my boy P Block. He's on the East Coast. He's having some serious health issues. And shout out to my boy Jimmy. He's in the joint right now. He lost his appeal, and his mother died. Also, he found out. He had been calling me for about a month or two. And he's like, man, I ain't never not been able to just talk to my mom all the times I've been locked up. So I called one of his peoples and was like, relayed the message. And to make a long story short, he never ended up getting through to his mom, and she ended up passing away. She was like thinking her 60s. And then he found out around the same time that he lost his appeal on his case, which is very common, you know what I'm saying? And so he's got to do the 60 months. And at the same time, he lost his mother. They don't do the furloughs and shit like that. He said, I guess they used to, but they don't do shit like that no more. But yeah, sometimes you guys, I really don't feel like talking, man. And like sometimes I just shut the fuck down. So any content you get from me, you better cherish that shit, because I'm actually a real antisocial motherfucker for the most part, especially these days. So for me to be talking to y'all about anything, man, anything is a big step for me. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I just don't feel like saying shit, man. But the stories, they just really will never end. I can't picture getting to the end of all these stories. I just can't picture that. It's just too many of them, man. So the content will always basically be fucking endless, you know? But I just feel like lives are kind of shitty, man. Yeah, I seen your comment, bro. Yeah, like I can't lie, you guys. Like I'm depressed as a motherfucker. Like I can't tell you motherfuckers I'm not. I hate to let y'all know that it's getting to me also, man. You know? Yeah, it's fucking with me. Yeah, it's destroyed shit in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? This whole bullshit coronavirus and just everything, man. Like, yeah, it's fucked shit up, man. It's getting to me. It's not gonna break me, but I see how people definitely are coming apart right now. And like I'm thinking back to this story, you guys. I didn't even want to really tell a story today, but I'm gonna. And it's about Tracy Maxwell. Google it. Now, I forgot what year this was, but I'd say maybe around, I'm horrible with years, you guys, but I'm gonna say around 2000 and maybe, fuck, no, okay, now I'd say I know more around 2008, maybe 2009. Um, I used to live right over there, kind of by the George Floyd Memorial. I lived on, fuck, what was that, man? Like 40th and 40th and First, I think it was over there. 41st and First, some shit. Maybe about 5, 6 blocks from where George Floyd got killed at, right? So I started to notice this cat coming up, an older cat coming up, and he had him a Corvette and he had a Maserati coupe. So I was like, damn, like homie's really doing something. He had a little store. He had a little store right on 38th in Nicollet. Did I say Chicago? 38th and Nicollet, you guys. He had a little clothing store, like a tattoo shop, like I think a combination of both. I don't know. He was doing his thing. I had to really. I was like, damn, who the fuck is dude's kind of? He's doing his thing. Like I was impressed, and I don't just be impressed off of nothing. So I was like, damn, homie's really doing his thing. Having a little bitch and shit, having a little white bitch around there. She was cool. I didn't fuck with him or know him. Some of my other homies, after all this unfolded, ended up telling me some of what happened. But so Google it right now, you guys. I don't know if you remember this, but he killed 3 people and then himself. And I thought he was living the dream, if you ask me. I'm like, damn, like, but one day he just fucking lost it. Lost it. Now, we could speculate and go into shit, but like, I don't even know if I don't know if there's any point to that shit. Like, I don't really know. I don't really know if there's any motherfucking point to that. Hold on, I gotta keep my eyes on this motherfucker over here. But yeah, the whole mask shit, I just ain't feeling it, man. So anyway, um, yeah, man. One day, dude just fucking snapped. He had some kind of scheme going, and it was kind of heavy. And these people, I guess, he felt betrayed him in some way. There was some shit going on that they're not going to talk about in the papers. The news, you guys, is just fool. What I've realized at my age, you guys, with the news and shit, like, them motherfuckers will know the whole story and won't even give it to you. There'll be like some politics involved where they just cannot drop it. When I read the story, they were all like, oh, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, they know. They know. You better fucking believe law enforcement knows there was something going on. And I don't know if these people were going to tell on him. I don't know what he had going on, you guys. But that motherfucker snapped. And now that I think about it, like I learned that. I always knew it though, bro. I learned it firsthand though recently. Fucking with CBS News. They reached out to me through an interview that I did with Dirty Weather 916. I think it's like he talks about it. But I blew him off for like a couple of weeks and was like, they reached out to him and they were like, I'm trying to read these comments. Fuck yeah, they leave out the who man, they leave out the best motherfucking man. They'll have like the whole motherfucking story. They'll have man, and there'll be people that want the truth. There'll be people that have put their time into this shit. There'll be people that are invested into it. Hold on, I just gotta watch these motherfuckers behind me. So there's people that are invested into it. And it's like what I did for them is I let them know they gave me all the information they had. And honestly, you guys, how do I know who the fuck that was even anybody, right? This could have been some random motherfucker just reaching out to Dirty, right? So I went into it extremely cautious. And they were as real as they could be. They gave me information that for certain reasons they were not able to give to you guys, but they got it. And the way that I know that they were really who they say they were, because they had too much information and it was accurate. And I was like, okay, that's how you validate yourself, as far as I'm concerned, is you have to know more than me, or at least as much, for me to think like, and look at the motherfucker behind me. I don't give a fuck what you look like. Like, I'm watching you. I don't care if you're two square ass white girls. Like, I still am just like, don't. There's nothing wrong with being paranoid, basically, man. You know, so. They just parked behind me and got out and shit. I don't know. They're just moving back and forth. They ain't doing nothing, man. But still, these days, you just can't be letting any old body just walk up around you and just be just incoherent and not fully aware that you just shit's dangerous out here. You better fucking believe that I'm not playing no games with nobody. Like, man, fuck, man. Like, it's so crazy out here, man. Like, anybody really could just get it. That's just, anybody could die out here at this point. Like, it just wouldn't even surprise me. You know, don't be surprised if I get killed, you guys. This is just, that's how fucked up life is. You know what I'm saying? Your time is your time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to, sorry to jump around and shit. Back to old Tracy Maxwell. It just blew my mind, you guys, because I didn't know him personally, but I looked up to him like, damn, like, he's doing what you're supposed to be doing. Corvette, Maserati, store, um, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Doing business. Just was doing his thing, you guys. Like, and that must have been the same girl he killed, was the same girl that I used to see around there with him. I just, like, people know, motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what really happened. Law enforcement probably knows more than everybody, you know? But yeah, buddy snapped out. I don't even know who the other two people he killed was, man. I think it was like, I think it was some type of extortion type scheme where somebody just went to the police, went to the feds, like, I can't, like, and they just like was gonna crumble everything. And obviously, when you're in these scenarios and you're fucking with people that are on serious levels, you know that if you fuck up, they're gonna kill you. Like, I'm sure these people had to have had a clue. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the threat was probably made before it happened. But he was all in on something. He had all his chips into something, y'all. And it backfired on him. And that's how he dealt with it. And I always thought to myself, you know what? So he killed 3 people, and then in like somewhat of like a low, high speed chase, ended up shooting himself in the head, which at that point is a boss move. Fuck that, man. Like, nah, man, to go from where he was at to fucking ramen noodles and fucking, nope, nope. Ramen noodles and Snicker bars and shit and fucking, no, no. He's probably like 45, something like that. He was older. Like, he just was like, fuck it, man. But that always stuck in my mind, like, damn, if you fuck up so hard and you really blow it, that's how you gotta go out. Don't let the motherfuckers handcuff you like a bitch. You already killed 3 people. I'd have went different than he did, as far as like, I'm not gonna shoot myself. I've been shot before. I'm not shooting myself. I can easily provoke somebody to shoot me. So in that kind of scenario, I would have went suicide by cop. You know what I'm saying? Um, you might, I don't know how, you probably get judged the same either or, but I don't blame people for going out like that, man. Some people just don't have no more games in them, man. Like they just don't have nothing. They just nah, man. They don't got no more. They can't accept any more failure. We've all been through failure, and you get to a point with success, and this is, I guess, something that I had to realize. Like, damn, no matter how successful you appear to be, all that shit is stressful. You're trying to maintain this shit. That shit costs money. It's car payments. It's this. It's that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stress to get to that level in the first place, man. And I understand why a person can snap once they've built themselves up to that level. They just can't go back. They just can't go back to no bitch ass shit. You know, like you just can't go back to like certain shit once you get to a certain level, man. That's how certain people are. They just refuse to go backwards, man. That's how you have to be if you want to make progress in life, man. You know? But that shit just kind of blew me away because it went from me being like, damn, homie's doing his thing, to like to that being on the news and shit. I'm like, damn, that wasn't that buddy over there from the store? Like, damn, like this shit kind of tripped me the fuck out. But yeah, you guys ever seen the raw wick? You know, I only smoke cigars and shit, man. Well, we're gonna start having cigar time and shit, man. You know, where I just sit back and I smoke a cigar and I tell a motherfucking story. Yeah, that shit blew me away, man. Buddy snapped. No more blunts, no more beers, no more bitches, no more money, no more cars, no more nothing. Just couldn't take it no more. Just couldn't take it no more, man. But yeah, man. In prison, I went to the whole 15 minutes out of my cell. I was already going to solitary confinement, but it took like an hour for them to come. But the act had already happened, which was nothing. I didn't do shit, right? So I went to solitary confinement because a guard. My key to my cell didn't work, right? I don't know if you guys ever been to the joint in St. Cloud, but this is reception. There's a key to your cell, right? Key to my cell didn't work, man. So I got kicked out of the lunchroom with another inmate for taking 2 salads, right? I didn't even know I was breaking the rules until the last minute, until that minute, last second. I'm like, damn, never listen to a fucking inmate. Never listen to another inmate, man. I swear. Sometimes you're gonna have to, but fucking, you don't, man. They'll get you fucked up, right? So, me and Buddy get kicked out the lunchroom. And I'm just like, what the fuck, right? So I walk back, but my I don't know if I couldn't get my cell. It was something with my key at work. So I'm like, hey, there's a bubble. And I'm like, hey, as respectful as possible, right? I'm like, hey, man, hey, my key doesn't work to my cell. When might this get fixed? And he was like, oh, you want to be a smart ass, huh? And I'm like, and just bailed on him, like didn't say a fucking word, right? Turned around, went up to the second tier. As I get around the corner, a guard that I had already had a fucking, like a Mexican standoff with him. I'm in the cell. He's outside the cell over a dude getting locked out of his fucking cell on accident, right? I caught myself sticking up for another inmate, right? So me and this guard didn't like each other, and I just got there, right? The guards really be kissing your ass, man, except for a couple of them. So this dude had an attitude, and so as I walk around the corner, they're sitting at a desk on the opposite side of the fucking tier, or like the whole other side of the block. And like the bubble's here, and they're over here, and everything's here. So as I walk around the corner, I'm like, motherfucker, man. And the guard's like, what'd you say? And I'm like, he's like, give me your ID. Mind you, have an ID. Take, your shit. Like, give me your ID. So I take it, I throw it to him. He's like, don't throw it. It's already in the air, right? I'm just getting set up left and right, and I just got there, right? So I'm like, fuck, man. So I go to my cell, and fuck it. My cellie came back from, or not my cellie, my neighbor came back from lunch, and he's like, what happened, bro? And I told him what happened, right? And he's like, oh, they're coming to get you. I'm like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah. I said, when? He's like, I don't know. They'll be here, though. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So now I'm just waiting, right? All of a sudden, a group of motherfuckers come up dressed in their riot gear and shit. And they're like, come on. And it ain't nothing. It's just no stack. They're not hostile. They're just doing their job. I'm going with them. I just can't. I've been in and out of solitary confinement in the county, all type of shit. So this is just like, I'm just like, fuck, man. So I go to solitary confinement, and okay, I'm facing 90 fucking days in the hole for abuse and harassment and disorderly conduct, right? So I'm like, and you guys saw me getting pulled over, okay? Now, it doesn't always go like that with the police. If you're not a bitch, then I'll give you your respect, okay? The second you start trying to send me up north and I sense it, it's on, motherfucker.